What's up, everyone? Lord MC here, and welcome to Track the Harmonic. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrated this weekend with your loved ones. But it's back to business as usual, and in today's video, I am going to cover a ticker I think it's important to look at, and in my opinion, has started some capitulation. And it will be very interesting to see how much lower it can go. So if you saw the thumbnail, you know what I'm talking about, and that ticker is Tesla. But before I get into that, I want to preface by saying I am not a financial advisor. None of the things I say in my video or anywhere else is ever financial advice. So question everything, do your own research, and come out with your own conclusions. So having said that, let's jump right into Tesla here. Tesla on the daily went as high as 119.67, the low being 108.76, before closing the day at 109.10. So if we look at Tesla and we zoom out, you could just see that how disgusting it is. It has, from year to date, has dropped down to minus 72% year to date. So there is this capitulation, in my opinion, has started on Tesla, and that is evident here by the amount of volume that has come within the last couple of weeks and increasing volume. So what can we expect harmonically here? If we just look at Tesla here on the one-day chart, we do have a bearish butterfly pattern which has extended its welcome way below target 2. So let me just zoom out for you guys and explain here what I see harmonically, as well as just this push up here that Tesla kind of had through after COVID lockdowns. It was kind of just an insane rally. So if I bring out my drawings here, Hop was at 113.12, which is, if I jump over here to the 3-day chart, you have this bullish Garley pattern here, and Hop was 113.12. It was interesting to see here on the daily hit that and not bounce off of it, and the straight just went down below 113.12. I believe during pre-market this hit as almost as low as 106. So I think it's closed out at 107 in after hours. So what's next here? So if this doesn't hold, you can see here on the daily that the last level of support is that range here, that 113 range. So if this doesn't hold, you could potentially start looking at Tesla go down to below the $100 level, back to the double digits. You do have a gap down here to fill here around 82, as well as one around in the 76, 77, $78 range. Below that, there's a bunch of other gap fills. I don't know that it can hit these, but who knows? You know, sometimes in the market capitulation or in a crash, things, a massive sell-off could continue pushing down. So what can we expect here if we look back over to the 3-day chart, which is something I want to be looking at here now off of this bullish Garley pattern? We look at it to tell us what RSI is telling us. RSI is telling us here that it is oversold. But that doesn't mean that this cannot push down. Just like it did here back in May, it went below 23. It's currently at around 25, 26. So Tesla could still continue dumping. What is HSI telling us here? HSI has not signaled an HSI arrow trigger to the upside. So it's not oversold yet. Continue still pushing down. And AMP RSI, it's a bit oversold here, below 18 here. So we will keep an eye out on that to see if there's any more push down here. So what can we expect Tesla to come down to if there's below Hop here? 113, in my opinion. I thought it was going to bounce off of this, but unfortunately it did not. So if this doesn't bounce off here, you're going to see, in my opinion, Tesla in the below 100. What's interesting to see here that Tesla, I think I was looking at this earlier today. If I take a fib retracement, excuse me, an XBCD pattern, I think around here, I believe it was. There is a bigger bullish Gartley pattern here that extends to the 1.825, which is kind of close to the, as we know that the bullish Gartley pattern can extend between the 1.13 to the 1.618. So if this is actually happening here, let me see if actually the HPC indicator here has a potential pending pattern. Ah, there it is. Wow, exact. Okay, so yep, interesting here. Let me remove this drawing here. So if this is generating this bigger Gartley pattern, because we know it can extend to the 1.618, a new hop will be generated. What will that generate? What will that hop be? If we take this trend-based fib extension tool here from A here to D, this would be where D would be at, back up to A. Give or take, the next level hop would be off of this new bullish Gartley pattern would be $25.60. Now, I'm not saying that Tesla is going to go to that range, but if it goes below that range, you can feel all these gaps that Tesla has down to around 46. You do need to find, if you're going long here for Tesla, to find some support. Otherwise, you're going to lose that $100 and continue pushing down. On the macro, it does not look good, but we'll see if the market can bounce off and maybe have some type of support. One thing that can happen here on Tesla is maybe some consolidation can happen and find a level of support, because it's been completely oversold on the 1 day, and I'm pretty sure above 2. Let's look at the weekly. Let me turn off this pending patterns here. So on the weekly, you're obviously below the 200 SMA. You failed to hold hop here at 113.12, and the weekly still has room to the downside. RSI, HSI, and AMP RSI. So if we go over to the 1 day here, we can still see harmonically what the next target is. Obviously, this is below target 2, but it does not mean we can't see what the next target is. So if we take here this fib retracement tool from A to D, the next level of support would be $92.05, where the 2.618 is. So I'm going to put this horizontal line here, put this exact. This is the next level of support that Tesla has. If it loses 92.05, the 3618 is at $20. Who knows that it'll get there, but like I said, if Tesla doesn't hold these ranges are where it's currently at, it might come down below $100 and fill gaps. So interesting to see some capitulation, not some, actual capitulation on Tesla. Just from zooming off of the chart, if I remove my drawings here, does not look good. So Tesla is on high alert, but that's all I wanted to share with you guys as far as Tesla goes. Tomorrow should be interesting, and seeing if this continues to drop to Tesla below 100 in double digits, it's actually kind of insane. So that's all I have for you guys. I will be streaming tomorrow, same time as always. So if you like this type of content, please consider giving me a like, and subscribing to the channel. It does help me out. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, the links in the description in the description box. And that's all I have. So take it easy and have a good night, everybody. Peace.